Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with your same module, that is website design, and the same PDF, that is HTML tutorial. In the last class we have covered with the chapter number 6, that is what are the various HTML meta tags. Now I am going to start, what are the various HTML phrases, that is chapter number 6. Now I am going to start with the chapter number 7, that is HTML meta tags, that is what are the various HTML meta tags that is available within the HTML. So let's discuss what we have covered in the last class, then move to the today's topic, that is the HTML meta tags. So in the last class we have started with the chapter number 6, that is HTML phrase tag. So what are the various tags that is used with the HTML phrases? The phrase tags have been designed for specific purposes, though they are displayed in a similar way as other basic tags like B, I, pre, TT you have seen in the previous chapter. But there are, we can say, these are the various tags that is used for the phrase, that is used for the paragraph, that is the HTML phrase tags. So the first paragraph that is used within the HTML phrase tags is the emphasize text. That is, if I want to emphasize on the text, that is done by the emphasize text. So anything that appears within the EM and opening EM and the closing EM, that is represented with the or that is done by the emphasize text. So this is the emphasize, that is the EM and the closing EM. Then this is the doc type HTML, then HTML head, then the title will be opened, then the title will be closed, head will be closed. Then the body will be started, then the P. Then in the P, it is mentioned that the following word uses the now. The focus is on the emphasize. This is the output that we have discussed, that we can say the execute in the last class. Then next is the mark text. So if I want to mark the text with a yellow color by default, that is marking the text, and that is done by the mark tag. So there will be opening mark tag, there will be a closing mark tag. So this is the opening mark tag, that is a MARK, and whatever the word that is given within the mark tag, that is displayed within the blue color, background blue color, and the mark tag will be closed. So mark opening, then the content, then the mark tag will be closed. So anything that appears within the mark tag and the closing mark tag element, that is marked with the yellow ink. So this is the example of mark tag. This is the HTML head, title, mark text example. Title will be closed, then the body will be open. So the following word has been marked with yellow. So this is marked with the yellow color, that is marked with the yellow one. Now next is the strong text, that is that anything that appears within the strong text, that is displayed as an important text. So that is displayed as an important text, that is highlighted text, that is known as the strong text. This is a strong, like a bold, whatever we do with the bold, that is a B tag. In the same way, there is a strong tag that is used for the strong, that is used for the highlight the text than the normal text, that is done by the strong tag. Now next is the text abbreviation. So we can also give the abbreviations, we can also give the short forms for any word, that is known as the text abbreviation. So you can abbreviate a text by putting it inside opening ABBR, that is abbreviation, and the closing ABBR, that is the closing of the ABBR. It, or if present, the title attribute must contain this full description and nothing else. If present, this is available within the abbreviation, this is available within the text abbreviation. So if present, the title attribute must contain this full description and nothing else. This is the doc type HTML, then the HTML will be used, head will be used, title will be used. Then within the title there is a text attribute, then the title will be closed, then the head will be closed, then the body. Then the P tag it is used, that is my best friend's name is ABBR, title equals to Abhishek, then Abhi. So it is used as an abbreviation, that is Abhi, and the abbreviation or ABBR attribute or abbreviation attribute will be, or abbreviation tag will be closed. So whatever we are giving within the ABBR, that will be closed, that is done by the Abhi. Then the P will be closed and the body will be closed, HTML will be closed. So this will produce the following output, that is my best friend name is Abhi. Then next is the acronym element. That means that allows you to indicate that the text become acronym, that is available within the acronym tag. So whatever we are giving in the acronym tag, that is the closing and the opening acronym, that is available or that is done with the acronym element or the tag. And at present, the major browsers do not change the appearance of the content of the acronym element. So whatever the browser, whatever the content, that do not change the appearance of the content of the acronym elements. There will be a starting element or static acronym, there will be a closing acronym. This is the doc type HTML, then the HTML will be used, head will be used, title, acronym example, title will be closed. Then the head will be closed, then the body will be started. Now there will be a P tag that says this chapter covers making up text in the acronym. So this chapter covers marking up the text in the acronym, that is a XHTML. So this is word as a XHTML, that is acronym. So that do not change the appearance of the word. Now next is the text direction. So the text direction is used that shows that what is the direction of the text, that is either BDO, that is from the bidirectional override, and it is used to override the current text direction, that is known as the text direction, that is a BDO. Now there are two options that is available within the BDO, that is RTL, that is the left right to the left, or the left to the right, that is by default. But if I want to specify from the right to the left, that is given as the RTL, and if I'm not giving anything, so that is the left to the right. Now next tag that we have discussed is the special terms, that is what are the various special terms or how to indicate the special terms. This is defined within the DFN and the closing DFN. So these elements allows you to specify that you are introducing a special term. Its usage is similar to the italic words in the midst of a paragraph. That is a special term that is defined within the DFN and the closing DFN, that is HTML definition element. And typically you would use the DFN element the first time you introduce a key term. This is HTML, then head, then the title, then special terms example, then the head will be closed, body will be opened. So this is one of the example of the DFN, that is a definition term, or we can say the special term that is introduced. So this is a special term that is introduced within the DFN. Then next is quoting the text, that is how to quote the text. So when you want to quote a passage from another source, you should put in between the black quote and the black quote closing. That means how to put the text within the quote with the use of the quote that is available within the black quote open and the black quote close. So this is open with the, or this is used with the black quote open and the black quote close tags. And whatever the text that is used, that is inside a black quote element, that is usually identified from the left and the right edges. That means it is available within the same margin, like the justify alignment in the MS Word. That means the right edges are the same and the left edges are the same. That is done by the black quote tag. This is the title. Then this is the black quote example. Then head will be closed, body will be closed, and the following description of HTML is taken from the W3 school. That means the same paragraph is available within the same margin, left side same margin, right side same margin. That is available within the black quote. So this paragraph, the first paragraph looks like left to the right, normal text, but this black quote example, this is available within the text, that is available within the margin. That is a black quote margin. So this is a black quote example, black quote element, black quote tag that is used. The next is a short quotations, that is what are the various or how to use a short quotation. So if I want to use a short quotation, that is if I want to express the content within a double quotes, that is done by the short quotations, and the tag that is used with for the short quotations is the Q. So the Q element, that is a quotation tag or short quotation tag is used when you want to add a double quote within the sentence. So if you want to quote a double quotes, if you want to add a double quote sentence, that will be used within the short quotations. This is the title that is given, then P, that is in Spain, then the Q, I think I am wrong, then the Q will be closed. So this is the P tag, that is a paragraph tag, and this is available over here, and the Q will be used, that is a quotation tag, short quotation will be used, and whatever that is given in the double quote that is used, that is I think I am wrong. Then the Q will be closed and the P will be closed. Next is the text citations, that is the next tag. So if you are quoting a text, you can indicate the source placing it between the opening side tag and the closing side tag. So if you are quoting the text, that means if you are providing the double quotes within the text, you can indicate the source placing it, that is the source that is available, that is used between the opening tag, that is the opening side tag, and the closing side tag. And as you would expect in a publication, so the print publication, the content of the site element is rendered in italic text by default. So whatever the content that is used, that is available within the center, that is available within the site tag, that will be used, that is placed between the opening and the closing site tag. And as you would expect in a print publication, the contents of the site element is rendered in the italicized text by default. That is, it is used with the citation, it is used with the site tag. So this is the title, that is a citation example. Then the head will be closed, body will be opened. Next tag will be used, that is a HTML tutorial is derived from the site. So whatever the content, that is the W3 stands for HTML. This is available within the site tag. So this is used as a something slang, that is something different, something different from the normal text. Then next is the computer code, that is the next tag. So if I want to, we can say the express, if I want to display on the web browser my computer code, that is the programming code that we have discussed about the C and the C++. So any programming code to appear on a web page should be placed inside a code, this code and the closing code. Usually the contents of the code elements is presented in a monospaced font, just like the code in the most programming books. This is the HTML, then head, then the title, that is a computer code example, then the title will be closed, then the head will be closed, then the body will be opened, then the P, that is a regular text, then the code will be used, that is this is code, then this is the regular text. So this is code, that means whatever we are giving within the double quotes or within the code, that will display as it is, that is this is code. Now next is the keyboard text, that is what is the tag that is used for the keyboard text. So when you are talking about the computers, if you want to tell a reader to enter some text, you can use the keyboard element, you can use a keyboard tag that is used to indicate what should be typed in as in the example. So for the keyboard typing, for using, or if you want to tell the browser, that is how to use the keyboard text, or how to enter the text, or how to read the text, that is displayed with the help of the KBT, that is a keyboard element. No, you cannot create a program within this. You can only specify the code within this, that this is the code, this is the output. So whatever the code that is used and whatever the output that is used, you can display the code or within the same margin, that is the same margin within the curly braces, same margin within the paragraph, everything is same, like a pre-tag, that is similar to the code or the code tag. Yes, okay, to or just to give the code, right? So this keyboard text will be used to press the enter. So this is keyboard, or this is inside the keyboard element. Now next is the welcome Larry. Now next is the programming variable, that is how to define the programming variable. So if I want to define the programming variable as a B, C, D, that is defined by the use of the pre tag and the code tag. So what I said, the code and the pre are the same. That means exactly whatever we are giving in the pre, whatever we are giving in the code, that will display as it is. So that is used with the pre tag or the code tag. That is one of the major element that express the content as it is. This is the doc type HTML, then the title, that is a variable text example, then the head will be closed, body will be open, then P code document dot write, that is whatever the code that we are giving within the code tag, that will display as it is. Now this is the code that is used in the JavaScript, so it is used as it is, or it is printed as it is on the web page. Now let's see the output, how it is printed. So this is document dot write username, this is printed as it is. Now next is the program output, that is how to display the program output, that is a program output code. that is given within the sem or the sample tag. So this is a tag that is used, that is a sample tag that display how it is used, how it will display in the tag, that is a sample tag. So this is the doc type, the first line is same, then HTML, then head, then title is the program output example, then the head will be closed. Now P, that is a sample, that is a hello world. So this is printed as a hello world, that is a sample. Then next is the address tag. So if I want to display the address within the web page, that is done by the address tag. So address tag element is used to contain any address. So this is the example, this is the doc type HTML, then the HTML head, title, then the address example, title will be closed, then the head will be closed, then the body. Then within the body there is the address tag, this is the tag of the address, and address will be closed. Then the body will be closed, HTML will be closed. This is the output of the example, or this is the example of the output. Now next is the chapter number 7, that is the HTML meta tags, that is how to use the HTML meta tags. What are the various HTML meta tags that is available within the HTML? So HTML lets you specify the meta tag, that is the additional important information about a document in a variety of ways. That is what are the various information, what are the various additional information or important information that is used within the document in a variety of ways. So HTML meta tags, that means additional important information that is available within the, or that specify what is the document about and what you do with the document. And the meta element can be used to include name, value pairs describing the properties of the HTML document. That is, what are the various properties of the HTML document, how it is used within the HTML. So meta tag can be used to include the name, value pair describing the properties of the HTML document, such as author, expiry date, list of the keyword, document author, etc. So this is used to express what is the procedure that is used with the document, that is used with the procedure that we'll be using in the document. So the meta tag, that is a, what is the tag that is used? That is a meta tag that is used to provide such additional information. So which tag is used? That is a meta tag is used to provide this information that is used within the document. This tag is an empty tag, or we can say there is no mandation, there is no requirement to close this tag. So this is the empty tag, that is a meta tag. So meta tag is used to provide such additional information. And this tag is an empty tag, and so it does not have a closing tag, but it carries information with its attribute. That is, it creates a difference on information, or it carries out the information within its attribute. And you can also include one or more meta tags in your document based on what information that you want to keep in your document. That is, you can include one or more meta tags. That is, whatever the meta tag that is used, you can include one or more meta tags in your document based on what information you want to keep in your document. But in general, meta tags do not impact physical appearance of the document. So from appearance point or view, it does not matter if you include them or not. Okay, so if you include, then it's okay. If you not include, then it's also okay. Now, adding the metadata to your document. That is how to add the metadata to your documents. So you can add the metadata to your web pages by placing meta tags inside the header of the document, which is represented by the head and the closing of the head tags. So you can add the meta tags, you can include the meta tags by using the meta tag, meta tag, or the meta tag that is used. So the syntax is the closing opening meta tag and the closing meta tag. So adding the meta tags to your document. So you can add the meta tags to the web pages by including the meta tags inside the header of the document, which is represented by the head tags. And the meta tags can have following properties or attributes in addition to the core attributes. So these are the meta tags have a flowing attribute that is used, that is in addition to the core attributes. So what are the various core attributes and how it is used with the meta tags? Now this is the attribute, this is the description of the tag. So this is the name. So name for the property can be anything. Example includes the keyword, description, author, revise, generator, etc. So that name attribute will be used, that gives the name for the property. So if I want to give the name for the property that is defined by the attribute, that is a name. That is we can use the left angle bracket, the name equals to whatever the property if I want to give. The name for the property can be anything that, for example, the keywords, for example, the description, author, revise, generator, etc. Then the next attribute is the content that specifies the property's value. And then a scheme that specifies a scheme to interpret the property's value. So one content that specifies the property value, one is a scheme that specifies what is the scheme that is used with the property's value. That is declared in the content attribute. Then HTTP equivalent that is used for the HTTP response message header. For example, HTTP equivalent can be used to refresh the page or to set a cookie. And whatever the value that include the content type, expires, refresh and the set cookies. That is the HTTP equivalent. Now next is the how to specify the keyword. So I'm just coming within 2 minutes. Now next is how to specify the keyword, that is what are the various provisions to specify the keyword, that is specifying the keywords that is used. So next is the specifying the keyword that is used by the meta tag. So meta tag is used to important or specify the important keyword that is related to the document, and later these keywords are used by the search engine while indexing your web page for searching the purposes or for searching purposes. So whatever the search engine, whatever the criteria that is used with the web pages for searching the purpose. Example, following is an example where we are adding the HTML meta tags, metadata as the important keywords about the document. That is what are the various meta tags that is used with the HTML, that is added within the HTML. So meta tags, metadata are the important keyword about the document. So this is the example of the meta tag. So this is the keyword that will be used. That is whatever the meta name, that is the meta name is the keywords, content is the HTML meta tags. Then the head will be closed. So this is available within the title bar only, that is within the head bar or head tag only. Then body, then the p hello HTML5, then the body will be closed, HTML will be closed. So this is the example where we are adding the HTML meta tags, metadata as the important keywords about the document. So now if I execute this code, that will produce the same output as a normal output, but this will add as a keyword in the processing of the data. Now if I execute this one, put on the desktop. Yes, searching within the Google, or we can say whenever we want to apply any criteria that the name must be of 8 characters, must be of 9 characters, that is whatever the criteria that I'm giving. So these keywords are helping that criteria, that means giving the condition for the label for the fields. This is the same example, that is meta tags, this is the hello HTML, but this is only used for the coding. Whenever I want to apply some processing, like the code will be do this and the tag will be this, label will be this, so this is used for that for purpose. Right. Now next is a document description, that is what is the document description, how it is used within the HTML document. So you can use the meta tags to give a short description about the document. So we can also give the meta tag, we can also use the meta tag to give a short description. So if I want to give a short description about anything, that is done by the meta tag. So this again can be used by various search engines while indexing your web page for searching the purpose. So whatever the search purpose, whatever the index purpose, that is used with the document description. Now this is the doc type HTML, then the HTML head, then the title, then the meta tags example, then the title will be closed, then the meta name equals to keywords, content equals to HTML meta tags metadata, then the meta name equals to description, then content equals to learning about meta tags. So this is the meta name. First meta name is the keyword, and the content that is available within this, that is the HTML meta tags metadata. Now next meta name is a description, that content is learning about the meta tags. Then the head will be closed, body will be open. Now P, that is hello HTML, then the P will be closed, body will be closed, HTML will be closed. So this is the document description example that is used within the body tag within the document description. That is HTML, then head, then title, then the meta name, then the head will be closed, then the body will be opened, then the P tag will be used, then the body will be closed, and the HTML will be closed. Now this is the same, the output will be hello HTML5, nothing else. That only gives a description, what is the meta does, or what is the meta name, what does it does. Now next is document revision date. That is the next part, that is also used with the meta tag. So if I want to give the document revision date, that is what is the date that is used for the revision of the document, that is also done by the meta tag. So you can use the meta tag to give the information about when last time the document was updated. That is, what is the last time when the document was updated, when the document was formatted, that is the last date that is remembered by the use of the meta tag. And this information can be used by several or by various web browsers while refreshing your web page. So this information can be used by most of the web browsers for refreshing or while refreshing your web page. So while you refresh your web page, if you see the history, if you see the cookies, that is denoted by what we have covered in the last time, or when the last time the document was updated. That is updated by, or that is represented by, that is done by the document revision date. So this information can be used by various web browsers while refreshing your web pages. This is one of the example. Doc type HTML, then the HTML will be used, head will be used, then the title, that the title bar will be, or the title, in the title bar it is given, then the meta tag example, then meta name equals to keyword, content equals to this one, then the meta name equals to description, content equals to this one, then meta name equals to revise, content equals to tutorial point 3714. Then the head will be closed and the P will be open. Within the body the P will be open, and that is the hello HTML, then the body will be closed, HTML will be closed. So this is again the same example. In this there are three descriptions. We can give the document revision date, that is what is the revision date, that is the name equals to revise, the content is tutorial point 3714, that is it is revised on the 3rd of July 2014. Now again meta tag is also used for the refreshing, that is when the last, or when was the last document, or when the last web page have been refreshed. So meta tag can be used to specify a duration after which your web page will keep refreshing automatically. That is done by the meta tag. This is one of the examples. So if you want your web page or page keep refreshing after every 5 seconds, then use the following syntax. So if you want that the page is keep on refreshing after every 5 seconds, so it is done by the document refreshing. HTML head, then the title, then the meta tags example, then the title will be closed, then this is the meta name, that is a keyword, then content, this is the content, then name, description, this is the content, then revise, this is again the revised date, and this is the document refresh, that is the HTTP equivalent equals to refresh, then content equals to 5, that is what is the content, that is the content equals to 5. Then the head will be closed and the body will be open. This again same will be used. Now what's the difference, that is available within the refresh, that is used within the refresh, that is used for the content that is available for the refreshing, that is the document refresh. This is refresh, then the content equals to 5. Now again the meta tag is also used for the page redirection. So if I want to make the redirected the page, that is done by the again the meta tag. So you can use the meta tag to redirect your page to the other web page. You can also specify a duration if you want to redirect the page after a certain number of seconds. So if you want to redirect the page again and again to a certain number of seconds, that you can specify with the page redirection. The content of 5 means that the page will already refresh it. Which 5? This yeah, content will refresh after every 5 seconds. This is the example that is given. If I'm giving 4 seconds, 10 seconds, any criteria, any content that we are giving, because the meta tag that is used is the refresh. Now page redirection, you can also redirect the page to other web pages also. You can also specify a duration, that is how much time it takes to refresh the page after a certain number of seconds. Following is an example that is used to refresh or redirect the page to the another page after every 5 seconds. And if you want to redirect the page immediately, then do not specify the content attribute. That is, if you want that the page will refresh immediately. Immediately means within no second, 0 second. That will be refreshed, so that the content that will be used, that is a 0. No content will be used. That is only the single double quotes, blank double quotes will be used. This is the meta name, that is a keyword, then content is used, then the description, then the content will be used, then the revise, then the content will be used, then HTTP equivalent, then the refresh, then content equals to 5, that it is refreshed after every 5 seconds. Then URL equals to http www.tutorialpoint.com. So whatever the URL that is available within the that is used with the URL, that is a uniform resource locator, that is given as a http www.tutorialpoint.com. Then the head will be closed and the body will be open, then the hello HTML, then the P, the same. Now next is setting the cookies, that is also done by the meta tags. So cookies are the data stored in a small text. So whatever we search, whatever we use, whatever information that is available within the history that is used, that is done by the cookies. So cookies are the data stored in the small text files on your computer, and it is exchanged between the web browser and the web server. So it is available within the web browser and the web server to keep tracks of various information based on your web application need. So it depends on your application, it depends on your need of the application, that is done by the cookies. So cookies are nothing but the data. Yeah, after every refresh, it will direct to the tutorial.com within every 5 seconds automatically. So cookies are the data that is stored, small file that is stored on your document and exchange between the web browser and the web server to keep track of the various information that is based on the web application need. So whatever the need of the application, that will be represented by setting the cookies. And you can use the meta tags to store the cookies on client side, and later this information can be used by the web server to track a site visitor. So whatever the site visitor, whatever the data that will be used, that is available within the tag, that is available within the cookies. Now this is an example, that is following is an example of redirecting the current page to the another page after every 5 seconds. If you want to redirect page immediately, then do not specify the content attribute. This is the doc type, then the HTML will be used, head will be used, then the title, what is the title, that is a meta text example, then the title will be closed. So this is the name, that is the same, this is same, this is the same, this is the same. Now what is the content, that is user ID equals to XYZ, expires on the Wednesday, 8 August, this is the timing that is given. So this is the HTTP request that is used, that is refresh, that is used within the HTML. This is the content equals to user ID equals to XYZ expires on the Wednesday. Now, if you do not include the expiration date and the time, the cookie is considered as a session cookie and will be deleted when the user exits the browser. So if you do not include the expiration date, so it is not included, then the cookie is considered as a session cookie and will be deleted when the user exits the browser. So whenever the user exits the browser, it will be used. It is available within the with the date, that is for example, this is given that the 8th August. Then the head will be closed, then the body will be opened, then P, that is a hello HTML5, and you can check the PHP and the cookie tutorial for a complete detail on the cookie. Now, setting the author name. So if I want to give set the author name, that is also specifying by the use of the meta tags. So you can set a author name in a web page by specifying a meta tag. So see an example below. This is the HTML, then the head, then the title. What is the title? That is the meta tags example. The same title, then again the same, that is the name equals to keyword. Then content, what is the content? That is the HTML meta tags and the metadata. Then meta name, that is the description. That what is the description? Content is learning about the HTML tags. Then who is the author? The author name is the Menas Montages. So whatever the name that is given as the author, that is given in the content, that is the name of the author, because the meta name is the author. Then the head will be closed, then the body will be open, then the p tag will be used, that is the hello HTML. The same output will print, that is the hello HTML. But these are the content that will be used within the meta tags. Then specifying the character set, that is what is the character set or how to use the character set. So if I want to specify the character set, that is also specify with the use of the meta tags. So this is the example, that is by default whenever we are using the web browser and the web servers, they are using the ISO, that is the International Standard Organization 88591, that is the Latin one, according to process the web pages. This is the example of the UFT. This is the doc type, then the HTML, then the head will be opened, then the title will be used, then the what is the meta name, that is the keyword, the same. Now this is the content type, that is HTTP equivalent, then content equals to text HTML, then character set equals to UTF-8. That means it also meta tag is also used to specify what is the character set and how to use the character set. And to serve the static page with the traditional Chinese character, the web page must contain a big 5 coding. So if I want a Chinese character, that will be available, that is done by the big 5 encoding. So this is a doc type HTML, then HTML head, then title, that is a meta text example, then the title will be closed, then meta name equals to keyword, whatever the content, description, author, whatever the content. This is name, not aim, this is name. Now equivalent, that is HTML type, content is the same, that is the char set equals to big 5. Now this will display in the this is the Chinese location. Now next is the chapter number 8, that is the HTML comments. So let's take a break right now, then move to this topic, that is chapter number 8, that is the HTML comments. So let's take a break. Session again. So next is chapter number 8, that is the HTML comment, that is what are the various HTML comments, or no, what are the various HTML comments? No, but how to give the HTML comments, that is chapter number 8. So comments is a piece of code which is ignored by any web browser. That means ignore means comments are not executed by the web browser. So comment is a piece of code which is ignored by any web browser. It is a good practice to add the comments into your HTML code. So it's a good practice to add comments, that is how to use the comments, how to use the web browser content that is used to add the comments into your web or HTML code, especially in the complex document to indicate the sections of a document or any other notes to anyone looking at the code. So whatever the note, whatever the code that will be used, that is used to indicate the complex document, that is used to indicate what are the various sections of a document and how other nodes to use, or that is look at the codes. And comments helps you and others understand your code and increase your code readability. That is comments. For example, if I'm giving a code, you can't understand the code or you can't understand the program. But if I'm giving you the user-friendly code, that is, I'm giving each and every line explanation. That explanation of the code is given by the comments. So comment helps you and others understand your code and increase your readability. HTML comments are placed in between this one. So this is a scenario in which the HTML comments or HTML comments are placed. So any content placed within this one tags will be treated as a comment and will be completely ignored by the browser. So it will be completely ignored by the browsers. That is, they are not executed by the browser. That is the HTML comments. So any content that is placed within this one, that is within this tag, these are known as the comments and will be ignored by the browsers. This is one of the example of the comments. This is the doc type HTML, then HTML, then head. This is the comment, that is the document header starts. So if there is no faculty, if there is no teacher to explain you, so that means you can simply understand that what the head tag does, that is the document header starts. Then the title will be used, that is this is the document title, then the title will be closed. Then the head will be closed, that is given in the comment, that is the document header ends. Then the body will be opened, then in the P it is mentioned document content goes here, then the P will be closed and the body will be closed, HTML will be closed. So if I want to give the comment over here, I can give use this one, and this gives use the P tag, use the paragraph tag. So this will produce following results without displaying the content given as a part of the comment. So this is given document content goes here, that means this is not available in the head. Now there are two types of comment that is available. One is the valid, one is the invalid comments. So comments do not nest, which means a comment cannot be put inside another comment. That is, one comment cannot be put within the another comment. So comments do not nest, which means a comment cannot put inside other comment. Second, the double dash sequence, that is a double dash, may not appear inside a comment except as a part of the closing tag. So this will not appear inside a comment except as a part of the closing tag. So this will appear only in the closing tag. You must also make sure that there are no spaces in the start of the comment string. So there is no space in between the string, in between the content that is available for the starting and the closing tag for the comments. And this is one of the example. So here given a comment is a valid comment and will be wiped off by the browser. This is a doc type HTML head title, that is a valid comment example. This is the head will be closed, body will be open, then this is the valid comment, this is available, then this is document cannot go or cannot goes here. But following line is not a valid comment and will be displayed by the browser. So this is not a valid comment. Why? Because there is a gap in between this one. This is because there is a space in between the left angle bracket, this is the left angle bracket, and the exclamation mark. This is the gap. If the gap is removed, sorry, this is valid code, this will works. And if this is the valid code, this is a valid comment, that is the content goes here, and this is the invalid because there is a gap in between this one. So this is a valid. There is no gap between the exclamation mark and the left angle bracket. But if there is a gap, so this cannot work. So this is not a valid comment. Why? Because this is printed over here, and I always said that the comment will not be executed by the browser. So this is printed over here, so this is not a valid comment. Then document content goes here, right? So if I want to display or if I want to execute this one, right? Now if I want to save, the name is the comment, this is not a valid comment, that's why it is available over here. Now if I change to this one, if I remove the space in between this, now if I press Ctrl S, again go back, press the F5 key, this is the document content goes here. This is the valid content, valid comment, not content, valid comment. How it happened? Because contents are not executed by the browser. So this shows that the comments are not executed by the browser. So if the comment comes, that means it will execute it by the browser. The next is a multi-line comment. So this is a single line comment. Now next time is the multi-line comment. That is how to use the multi-line comments. So far we have seen single line comments, but HTML supports multi-line comments as well. So far we have seen what are the single line comments, but HTML also supports the multi-line comment that is also used. So you can comment multiple lines by the special beginning tag. So you can also comment the multiple lines by the special beginning tag. This is the opening tag and this is the ending tag. That is placed before the first line and the end of the last line as shown in the given below example. So you can also give with the multi-line comment. This is given in the one line, this is given in the last line, and this is the multi-line comment that will be used. This is the doc type HTML. The HTML will be start, then the head will be start, then the title. Then what is the title? That is a multi-line comment. Then the title will be closed, then the head will be closed, the body will be open. Then there is a comment tag that is used, opening comment tag. This is a comment, and this is a closing comment tag. Then this is the p tag. So this means this is the example of the multi-line comment. That is at the same time we can give the comments in the multiple lines. So this is the multi-line comment, and it can span through as many lines as you like. So this is document contents goes here. Now next is the conditional comments. That is how to give the conditional comments. So conditional comments any work in the IE or the Windows on the Windows, but they are ignored by the browser. So conditional comments only work in the Internet Explorer on the Windows, but they are ignored by other browsers. That is, they are not accepted by the, or they are ignored by the Google Chrome, Mozilla, but it is executed by only the Internet Explorer. And you can use them to give the conditional instruction to different versions of the IE. So this is the conditional comment example. Now if IE is 6, special instruction for IE here, and if. So this is goes over here. Now using the comment tags, that you can use the comment tag also within this one. So there are few browsers that supports the comment tag also, that we have to give the comment. No, this sign is okay, no, but we have to give the comment, COMMENT, tag to comment apart or the HTML code. So this is one of the first line, that is the document type is the HTML. Then HTML will be started, head will be started, title will be started. What is the title? That is using the comment tag. Then the title will be closed, then head will be closed, then the body will be opened, then the P will be used. In the P it is used, that is this is comment, not comment. So this comment is available as a, or executed as a comment. So it will not be executed by the web browser. This is only displayed by the web browser. Then Internet Explorer, then body will be closed, HTML will be closed. This is Internet Explorer. Why note is not available? Because a note is covered under the comment tag, and comments tag is not executed by the web browser, not executed by the HTML. It is remembered. Any coding, any language that we are using, comments are not executed by any browser or any programming language. Then next is, if you are using the IE, that is the Internet Explorer, you can produce the following result. This is Internet Explorer. But if you are not using the IE, that is, if you are not using the IE, this is not Internet Explorer, because this comment text does not work with the Google Chrome, does not work with the Mozilla Firefox. It only works with the Internet Explorer. That is a comment tag. Now commenting the script code, that is how to comment the script code, that is a JavaScript or the VB script. So though you will learn JavaScript with the HTML in a separate tutorial, but here you must make a note that if you are using the JavaScript or the VB script in the HTML code, so if you want to work, or if you want to deal with the, or if you want to use the JavaScript or the VB script in the HTML also, that is done or that is used by the commenting the script code. So that is executed by the JavaScript or the VB script on your HTML code, then it is recommended to put that script code inside the proper HTML command so that the old browser can work properly. That is the older browser, whatever the older browser that can work properly, that is commenting the script code. So this is the doc type HTML, then the HTML will be used, head will be used, title. What is the title? That is commenting the script code. Title will be closed, script will be opened. Then within the script, this is the comment. That is the document.write hello world. Document.write hello world, then the comment will be closed, then the script will be closed, then the head will be closed. With it, after the head, there is the body, that is the starting of the body, then the p hello world, that is the hello word will be used, then the p will be closed and the body will be closed, HTML will be closed. So this says that this is also used for commenting the script code. So this is the hello word that is available only. So this is the hello word, that is the output of the JavaScript. This is the hello word, this is the output of the p tag. This is also executed within the scripting tags. Now commenting the style sheets, that is how to comment on the or how to give the comments in the style sheets. So though you will learn using the style sheets with HTML in separate tutorial, but here we are also using, that is how to use the CSS, how to use the coding within the CSS. So it is recommended to put that style sheet code inside proper HTML comments so that old browsers can work properly. So that the old browsers can work properly within the HTML. That is commenting the style sheet. This is one of the example, that is the doc type HTML. Then the HTML will be started, then the head will be started, then the title. What is the title? That is commenting the style sheet, then the title will be closed. Then this is the style, that is the style sheet is used. This is one of the example of the style sheet. Example, border. What is the border? That is the 1px, that is the 1 pixel of the border. Then solid border, then the script will be closed, then again the style will be closed, then head will be closed, body will be opened, then div class equals to example hello world, div will be closed. Now this will produce the following result, that is hello world. Now this chapter is also over. Now next is the HTML images, that is how to work with the HTML images. So Larry, can I start this chapter in the today's class or in the Monday's class? You should tell me whether I start in the today's class or in the Monday's class. Okay, that means it's enough for today. We will meet this. We will start this chapter on the Monday. All right. So any doubts? Any clarification, Larry? Yeah, Larry. Any doubts? Any clarifications? Okay. All right. So thanks a lot, everyone. Bye bye. We will meet tomorrow. We will meet on Monday with the new chapter, that is HTML images. That is the chapter number 9. So thanks a lot, everyone. Bye bye.